the billionaire's declaration unleashed a swift and brutal cascade of consequences, leaving a trail of devastation across the globe. Warehouses overflow with abandoned food and vital medicines, critical programs lie dormant, and workers face unemployment. The ramifications of Elon Musk's decision to dismantle USAID, the U.S. government's premier international aid agency, are catastrophic. The consequences are stark and immediate. Children starve, battling malnutrition, life-saving medications are inaccessible, and chaos reigns in countless nations. Aid organizations issue dire warnings of escalating famine and disease, predicting disastrous setbacks in family planning and girls' education. The sheer scale of the crisis is staggering. In 2023 alone, USAID managed over $40 billion. Analysis paints a grim picture. Thousands of women and girls are projected to perish from pregnancy-related complications as a direct result of President Trump's 90-day funding freeze. Musk, falsely accused USAID of being a criminal organization, has been tasked by Trump with dismantling this vital agency. A former senior USAID official poignantly described Musk's actions as an extinction-level event for the international humanitarian sector. The initial critical drug supplies lie abandoned in warehouses in Sudan, grappling with the world's worst humanitarian crisis, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, where recent conflict further destabilizes an already fragile region. Numerous aid workers, speaking anonymously due to alleged pressure from the Trump administration and fears of future funding repercussions, shared their accounts with The Guardian. The fear of reprisal is palpable, silencing many who would otherwise speak out against this unfolding tragedy. In Bangladesh, the International Center for Diarrheal Disease Research, renowned for its pioneering work combating childhood killers, has been forced to lay off leading scientists working on crucial malaria programs. The ripple effect is far-reaching. In Malawi, Mike Dansa, chair of the Ensanj Civil Society Organization, warns of the potential collapse of agricultural aid programs supporting smallholder farmers with improved seeds, irrigation, and climate resilience projects. This jeopardizes food security in a nation already battered by extreme weather events. The consequences for these vulnerable communities are dire, pushing them further into poverty and despair. The Guttmacher Institute's research underscores. Their analysis projects that the 90-day aid freeze will deny 7 million women and girls access to contraceptive care, resulting in an estimated 8,340 preventable deaths from pregnancy-related complications. These are not mere statistics. They represent lives lost, futures shattered, and communities devastated. A global aid freeze tracker has been established to meticulously document the devastating cumulative impact of. Civil society organizations are encouraged to contribute data, painting a comprehensive picture of the widespread destruction caused by this reckless decision. The silence of those who could speak out adds to the tragedy, silencing the voices of those most affected and hindering efforts to mitigate the devastating impact of this decision. The world watches in horrified silence as the consequences of this catastrophic decision unfold. The scale of human suffering is immense, the long-term repercussions potentially irreversible, and the responsibility for this crisis rests squarely on the shoulders of those who orchestrated this devastating dismantling of vital humanitarian aid. The future for millions hangs precariously in the balance, a stark testament to the devastating consequences of political decisions driven by misinformation and disregard for human life. The crisis deepens, with no clear path towards immediate relief or long-term recovery. The international community faces a monumental challenge in responding to this unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe, highlighting the urgent need for coordinated global action and a renewed commitment to protecting the most vulnerable populations. The weight of this tragedy rests heavily upon the conscience of the world, demanding a swift and decisive response to avert further suffering. The consequences extend far beyond the immediate crisis, jeopardizing the long-term development and stability of affected nations. The ripple effect of this decision will be felt for generations to come, underscoring the profound and irreversible damage inflicted upon the global humanitarian landscape. The sheer scale of this disaster necessitates immediate action, demanding a concerted global effort to alleviate suffering, provide necessary aid, and hold those responsible accountable for the devastating consequences of their decisions. This is not merely a crisis. It is a profound indictment of the current state of global governance and a stark reminder of the urgent need for international cooperation and a renewed commitment to human rights and global well-being. The world must act decisively to address this unfolding catastrophe, ensuring that the voices of the silenced are heard and that those most vulnerable receive the support and protection they desperately need. The humanitarian crisis has reached unprecedented levels, demanding immediate and sustained attention from the international community. The consequences of inaction will be catastrophic, resulting in irreparable damage to global stability and well-being. We must act now, before it's too late.